This next gentleman that I bring to you comes to us from comedy clubs all over. He is also a member of the Bag of Nuts comedy troupe. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Rickelson.
How's it going, folks? Before I get started here, I'd just like to clear something up. I see a lot of people looking up here confused, not really sure what's going on. I am not the kid who fucked the pie. Can I get that out of the way? Actually, my name is Matthew. I'm 22 years old, and I just recently finished up my scholastic career, finished up at Rutgers University. Thank you. Thanks. I really appreciate that, because I gotta tell you, it felt great to finally drop out of that fucking house. I hated school, man. I still remember my first day back in kindergarten. The teacher was like, "Okay, class, today we're gonna learn the alphabet." I raised my hand, I'm like, "Come on, the alphabet? When are we gonna use this shit, huh?" Yeah, but I gotta be honest, people, part of the reason that I didn't finish school was my pot smoking habit. It's not that I smoke pot in sight, I went way too far with it. Pretty much, here's an impression of me, Matthew, in school, when I should have been in class, but this was me instead. Here we go. Here tonight, let me hear you. Yeah. All right, you're fucking outnumbered. We're making fun of cops. I'll tell you, I can't stand. You know, the cops are sometimes all right. I know a few, but I had to run into the cop. He pulls me over, and starts fucking with me right away. You know, pulls me over, and he's like, "Excuse me, son, do you have a police record?" I said, "What are you nuts? Sting is so much better as a solo artist." He didn't think it was that funny, though, right? So he pulls me over, he's making me do all these tests, like walk the line, follow the pen, and then he's like, "All right, buddy, why don't you close your eyes and say the alphabet?" And I said, I should have listened to my kindergarten teacher, goddammit. I knew that would come in handy one day. But I don't know all these tests they make you do. It's a little ridiculous, don't you think? If you want to know if a guy's drunk, you don't need to fucking make him do all this stupid shit. All you gotta do is put a plate of buffalo wings in front of his face. If he eats them, he's whacked, right? Fine, that works for guys. What about girls? Ladies, what do you do? How do you know if a girl is drunk? It's even easier. If you want to know if a girl is drunk, all you need is a karaoke machine and a copy of Gloria Gaynor's "I Will Survive." She starts singing along to that, she is wasted, man. And not only is she going to start singing along, you're going to see every other drunk girl in the area pull their cars over to start singing with her. Because that song's like the goddamn bat signal to drunk chicks. Alright, folks, here, I'm going to get on something serious now because it's kind of been on my mind. A little issue is that we still hear about Columbine High School in the news, about how it's affected gun laws in this country and how we look at teenage Americans and things like that now. But here's my big concern, because I think what you hear about most is in the movies, okay? Because what happened with the movies is a lot of people... She's clapping for Columbine, that's great. That was hysterical! No, but what I'm saying is with the movies, right, they basically said that all the violence in movies was a big reason that these kids went out and shot kids in their school. Now that kind of makes me think now for a second, because they've taken out a lot of violence that's in movies, but they've compensated by making movies a lot more sexual than they've ever been. So that's where I get nervous, because if violence in movies made these kids shoot kids in their school, then with all the sex in movies, I'm really worried one day I'm going to come home, put on the news, and the guy's going to be like, "Oh, I don't know how to tell you this, but today 2 kids walked into their school and started fucking everyone inside." For more on this story, we go live to Columbine High School, where news correspondent Hunter Bush is standing by. I don't know how to tell you this. Today, two boys walked into their school. One of the boys was wearing a trench coat, and only a trench coat. The other had on a red velvet smoking jacket and was drinking a dry martini. The boys said that they were targeting athletes, more specifically the high school cheerleading squad. Right now, it's just a gruesome scene. A lot of the people, girls, are walking out of the school. There's just hair messed up everywhere. A lot of the girls appear to have been shot in the face and eyes. But right now, they're just congregating, smoking cigarettes, demanding that the boys come out so that they can cuddle up and talk to them. Thanks a lot, people. You guys are great.
Matt sort of left us with a vision that'll take years of therapy. Okay. How you folks doing? You having a good time?
Yeah.
All right. Lots and lots of you here. I'm happy to see that.